Hi folks, welcome to 31st Guitar Key Points. I haven't been around for a while, but I'm back. In my last video I mentioned about blues form and the chords in it, and today I will go on with a very famous scale, Minor Pentatonic Scale, which can be used in blues, jazz, pop, rock, and in many other genres. If you have difficulties with the numbering system and scale degrees of minor scale, you might refer to my 22nd Guitar Key Point videos in my channel. There I explain everything in detail, that relative minor thing with major scales. First I want to start with the meaning of the pentatonic. So penta means in Latin 5, and tonic means sound, so 5 sound, 5 tones. That means we have a scale consists of 5 different notes. As we know, minor scales, natural minor scales, consist of 7 different notes. Here for A minor it is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the root again, A. So we need to get rid of 2 notes. And which notes are those? We have to select those notes according to some rules. But before that I want to explain something. Pentatonic scales are generally used on Far Eastern music, and they have many different kinds of pentatonic scales derived from different scales. And conventionally, as we know, minor pentatonic or major pentatonic scales are only 2 of them. So there are a lot of pentatonic scales. You might explore those scales too if you like. In our case, beginning with the minor scale, minor pentatonic scale, I will give my example on A, and I will mention about first position for today. In my next video, I will go on with other positions, of course. The rule for selecting 2 notes to get rid of is so simple. The root of the scale is A, and as the name calls it, it's A minor pentatonic. So on the root, there's a chord A minor. So A minor is A, C, and E. In this case, we cannot get rid of A, C, or E. And in a minor scale, we always have 2 half steps. One is between B and C, second and flat third, and the second is between E and F, fifth and flat sixth. So we need C and we need E. In that case, we throw off B and F. And if I play those notes on a single string, first A, flat third, C, as you see, we skipped B, fourth, D, fifth, E, and we skip F to flat seventh, G, and again A octave. Here we have to see the intervals between all scale degrees. At first we have a 1.5 tone, namely minor third interval between first and flat third. Then a whole tone between flat third and fourth, and a whole tone again between fourth and fifth, and again 1.5 tone between fifth and flat seventh, and at the end between flat seventh and octave, a whole tone again. From there we have a formula for minor pentatonic scale: 1.5, 1, 1, 1.5, and 1. 1.5, 1, 1, 1.5, 1. Now I will play that vertically. A, C, D, E, G, A again, octave. Again, C, D, E, G, A, octave. First and sixth string is the same, so A, C, A, C. Yeah. We have to understand, memorize, visualize the scale degrees and the relations between them. Here I want to remind you on something. Guitar has 6 strings, but first and sixth is the same. So the guitar has 5 different strings, we can say that. And within this position, within this box shape, every first finger note is a different note. since every 5 string is a different string on the guitar. So if we have 5 notes within the scale, and if we have 5 different strings, then that means all the notes except first and sixth string are different notes of that pentatonic scale. This is A, the first. This is B, the fourth. This is G, flat 7. This is C, flat 3. And this is E, 5. This is the same again with the A. So pentatonic scale forms, as you see here, consist of 2 fingers on each string. These box sets. And every new string is a new note of the string. That means the intervals we saw on a single string will appear on every string. We might compare them. This is the same on this string, and this is the same here. And for example, C and D, flat 3 and 4, lies here. D and E, 4 and 5, lies here. E and G, 5 and flat 7, lies here. And G and A, flat 7, 1, lies here. That means in a box, in a simple box, we have all possible intervals. And the first and sixth is always the same. Of course, you might ask this, why can't I see the formula 1.5, 1, 1, 1.5 and 1 vertically? After 1.5, if you want to go on with 1, you go to the next string, and this going to the next string is also an interval. So you skip that interval visually, and then you see the second one here, and then from that you need a 1.5, and it comes again here by going to the next string. That means vertically you always see intervals skipping. 1.5, I skip that, 1, I skip that, 1, then I skip that way. That is also a formula, vertical formula. If you see it horizontally, then it is 1.5, 1, 1, 1.5, and 1. But if you see it vertically, it will always be that way. 3 small ones, then 2 big ones. And this is the same. Again, after second big one, 3 small ones, 2 big ones. This holds for every pentatonic form. In every pentatonic position, there are 5, by the way, you will see that 3 whole tone intervals will be followed by 2 1.5 tone intervals. Why do the shapes change in that case if everything is the same? Because we have a shifting, 1 fret shifting between G and B string, as you know. Therefore, in other forms, you will encounter that the big intervals or small intervals sometimes shift according to each other. The last thing we'll do is to point out where the root of this scale lies. The root of this scale lies in 2 different points. One is on those big intervals, and one is on those small intervals. First, the big intervals. There are 2 big intervals, and the root is on the bottom big interval, first finger. And this is also the same with the 6th string here. Therefore, the root is here and here for this form. And the second is here, A, the middle small interval, and 3rd finger, the last finger. Okay, the formula is very easy. Bottom big interval, 1st finger, middle small interval, last finger. You might play that with fourth and you might play with second, for example, in different positions. For now, for this first form, this is first finger, this is third finger, and this is again first finger. So if this is our A minor pentatonic scale, and if these are our roots, then we might move that root notes to any position to find another minor pentatonic scale with another root. For example, if I want to play D minor pentatonic scale, then I have to move that root to D. Then this is D minor pentatonic. If G minor pentatonic, then this is... Again, look, 3 small, 2 big, and this is the same. It's always the same. For example, I want to start a solo. I don't have to start that solo always in the root. So I don't have to start to my scale always on the root. But I have to know where the root lies. For example, I want to play a solo from F minor pentatonic. And I have to know where my root lies. And I know on the fourth string, F is here with my third finger. And on the first and sixth string, F is here. Okay, my scale is here. I can start the solo with flat third, for example. Or flat 7. Or fourth. Anyway, I know where my third finger root and first finger roots lie. That's the point. Okay, I stop here. The next video will be about the remaining 4 positions, of course. But if you understand the rules, if you understand the foundation, those different 4 positions are a piece of cake for you, actually. If you like this video, you might subscribe to my channel and push that bell button in order to be informed about my following videos. And if you want to support me, I have a Patreon page. You might visit there, and you might also find PDFs and other stuff there. Please leave any comment you like. It will help me to improve my lesson program. See you on the next video. Stay with music.